focused and ready to work.
And you kind of like the idea that Miami is getting a lot of the heat, so to speak, and you guys are kind of flying under the radar.
Well, I mean, for us, we just do our jobs. Our motto here is simple.
What was your initial reaction when LeBron signed, and how that hype is for the league?
Well, I'm just excited for him because he seems to be happy in his decision. My sentiments don't go beyond that. We've been teammates and been close, and I'm happy for him as a person because he feels good about where he's at. So all the other stuff I didn't like because I felt like everybody was coming down real hard on him. But I don't go anything beyond that.
What about the hype for the league, though? Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, how can it be bad? It's a season where everybody's kind of sitting at the edge of their seats waiting to see what's going to happen. So I think it's good.
It was a surprise to all of us in the NBA that this was what happened. I guess it's looking back on it. When you look back at what Wade did prior to, during the process of free agency, some of the statements he made in Chicago and some of the things, it's no surprise when you look backwards at it. I think a lot of people have taken shots at Miami because of it, but I think it's all fair game. Players can go out and recruit, general managers and coaches can't. But, they did a great job of recruiting these players. These players obviously wanted to collude together and do this. It's going to make for a very exciting season, I think, and it's going to be something that players and people are going to look forward to seeing on the floor, seeing the production out of this. It'll set up a whole precedence of things that'll be in the future, I'm sure. Pat has gotten his caught in these situations before with Howard 10 years ago, and lost that free agency. He's always been one that's kind of pushed the envelope on these things, and I think it's a very unique. It shows his prowess, and he's collected a great group of guys together. I guess the proof is going to be in the pudding in this one.
Seems like all summer we heard about Miami's new team rather than the Lakers, which is what we usually hear about. What do you think of Miami's new team?
I think they got a great team. Boston made some good trades also, and some good signs. And the Nets just signed Melo. I think I'm not sure. And obviously, Oklahoma's going to be pretty good. So great teams all across the board.
So you're downplaying Miami?
No, they're a great team. They're a great team, I think. I think it's great teams all across the board. Kevin Durant, second best player in the NBA. Then you got a bunch of other players.
Should Miami be favored to win it all? That's what Vegas is saying. It's a lot of alleged pundits are saying. They're saying Miami's favored to win it. Is that disrespectful or a surprise or anything like that?
I mean, I haven't really read that or seen that. I've been more focused on what we was doing. But to win, you got to beat somebody. So, in order for us to win, we got to beat somebody. So, it's not anything new or anything to get wrapped up about.
History.
Andrew, shouldn't the collusion in Miami really help this team come together even stronger with a little more desperation? What happened in Miami?
I think what we're worried about here is just coming in and giving the effort on the defensive side of the basketball, because we understand that defense wins championships. So we're not really looking at Miami. Come the 25th, it's going to be a great game. I know everybody wants to see it, and I'm anxious to play in it. I wasn't even here.
Oh, really?
When he made the announcement.
But when you heard about it?
When I came back, I actually liked the whole thing. I like, that a player can kind of have that kind of power, He called up a couple of guys and was like, hey, you guys want to get together and play, and it kind of worked out. So that's pretty cool.
Is it good for the league?
Yeah, I think it's great. Miami and Lakers are going to have super high ratings, and everybody's going to want to tune into that game. So I think it's going to help.
I think it's good for the game. I think it's good for the league. We have the collective bargaining agreement coming up.
Yeah.
So I think it'll help. And it makes things a little bit more competitive, which we want. And it just adds fun to the league. Gives helps the story,
Yeah.
right? The storyline of the season. So
How about
I think it's cool.
How about the hype of that team, though? How good can they be, do you think?
I mean, We don't want them to be too good. We want them maybe to be good enough, you know. But I mean, of course, you know, anytime you add talent like that to a team, your team becomes better, and you know, better for a long time. But I mean, we'll focus on what we have to do.
And
Well, they put together, you know, on paper, a great basketball team. I think they have not even just a little bit, a lot of the pieces that are needed to win a championship. And I think it'll just be a matter of, you know, how they come together as a group and staying healthy and, you know, learning how to be a team and not just, you know, really good individual players.